ladies and gentlemen, to Level and Diecast batch review time. Time to close out 2025. This is the final batch of the year. Mix number 12. This is the M case. So last mix of the year to finish it off. We're going to start with this one. Number 122 of 125, Volvo right here, 86240 in a very, very nice kind of canary color. The car art looks fantastic on this one, by the way. So get this one out of here. A surprise hit for sure from Matchbox doing this Volvo. This one is a very, very nice executed one. Details in the front, painted up, looks good. Headlights look pretty good. So grille is not bad. It's a little bit on the interesting side with a little bit of extra black in there. Maybe it should have been solid black. Maybe not see any colors through there. But the rest of it looks pretty good. The headlights are kind of artistic a little bit. They're not really, really bad. It's white with silver print over the white. So that's why when you get glare on it, the silver disappears. It's a very, very interesting look. Uses the small 6-spoke wheels. This car has had that wheel the entire time. I think it works perfectly fine. Details in the back. Does have a Matchbox plate, which is, of course, a California knockoff plate. 240DL on there. Volvo and 240 on the deck lid. Looks very, very good. Taillights are fantastic. Taillights look really, really, really good. This particular one has a little bit of a kind of in between a tan and a bronze kind of color for an interior. Probably doesn't show up on the camera all that well, but it looks absolutely fantastic, and the color is just awesome. It just looks really, really good. Base teeth right there. Not a new casting, been around for a little bit, but a very, very, very good one. Very, very good one to start with. Probably going to be one of the better ones in the mix. All right, brand spanking new casting, number 18 of 125, brand new for 2025. This is the year 2023 Nissan Aria pole-to-pole runner. So you guys know the Aria is an electric car. We've seen the Aria in the moving parts. This one being a very purpose-built specific vehicle makes me worry on how many decos Matchbox can or can't use for this particular model. Obviously, it debuts with the deco on there for the pull-to-pull run. So electric vehicle expedition, it says. So 100% brand new casting right here. Has a T39 right there on the quarter panel. The entire top is plastic. So the entire top of the model is plastic. The cargo and stuff on there is part of the window, so it's fine. Does have side mirrors on there. Really happy that they continue to add side mirrors on pretty much everything. Details in the front. It is an Aria, obviously. It's a little bit lifted. Got some over fenders on there, which is part of the interior. Uses the utility 6-spoke wheel. Looks pretty good. Cog wheels. Details in the back. Does have a foreign plate on there, which is kind of cool. Nissan, all that good stuff like that. And then it does have the E4 Force or whatever their Nissan's little logo is right there in the right corner. Whatever their electric deal is for that one. This one's fine. Like I said, I really worry on the amount of decos they can put on this, if they're allowed to put any kind of deco on it, any color they want. So 1514 is the man number right there. 1514 for this brand spanking new casting. So hopefully they've done a little bit of a study or at least in the contractual licensing with Nissan to say, hey, we can put any kind of deco on that we want. All right, it's been a long time since we've seen this Durango. Very, very nice to see it back. Number 107 of 125. Of course, our 2018 Durango with, of course, the tow hitch. A fantastic casting, an absolutely superb casting from Matchbox. One of the most underutilized castings I think they have in their fleet currently. So there is the deets from the side. Uses the 5 spokes, which looks really, really good. The model is very nice. It's big. It's hefty. Does have the SRT hood on there, which is cool. It's cool. Side mirrors and stuff. Not a new casting. This casting's been around for a little bit, but just very, very underutilized for sure. Headlight prints look good. Says Dodge in the grille. Looks very, very good. Details in the back. Taillights look very, very nice. Does have a nice plate on there. This particular plate's a little off-center, but it happens. It is a mass-produced item, but the print is very crisp and clear. It's just unfortunately off to the side. This particular casting does not have an interior in it. It is a completely blacked out window. So that is an unfortunate circumstance right there. There is your base details, 1266. This is all the way back from 2020. And I think this is only the third deco for this, which is very, very unfortunate. Just the third deco for the Durango, and it's such a good casting. It's such a good casting, and it has a tow hitch on it. Like, man, it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's just such a good casting. They really need to start using that more. All right, next one up is our Land Rover. This one is the 66 Gen 2 for number 82 of 125. This one does have a removable piece on the top, which of course, if you want to be an ultra completist, you can get both little cargo pieces on the top. There are two different cargo pieces. This one happens to be the full cargo top. So unfortunately, I got two full cargo tops in the case that I cracked. It just pops off of there, no big deal. It just have a very interesting attachment on the bottom. So mainly for friction and to make sure that it doesn't turn or spin or do anything like that. Now this one is a throwback deco from a previous Land Rover. Matter of fact, I think that Land Rover debuts or dates back to 93 or 94, came from a 5-pack. It was the Defender 90. You can see it right there. That's where this deco comes from. So very nice throwback deco for this one. Looks good. Safari Park on the side. Experiential adventures. That's what it says on there. Pretty good model. This one obviously doesn't have an interior as well because it does have that extra cargo piece on the top. So that's where you get your cost-cutting savings in there. No tow hitch or nothing on this one, but it looks pretty good. But again, the other one just has, it's just a different style of cargo. Nothing particularly fancy. I just unfortunately only got one in my particular case that I cracked. And as of the time of this batch recording, this batch isn't really on the shelves, at least here in the US. All right, brand spanking new casting, 1968 Ford Mustang Fastback. It does not say brand new casting, but this is a brand new casting for 2025. 67 of 125. Card art looks absolutely fantastic. It's really, really good. I don't know why they don't have the little new moniker on there for the card art. My assumption would be is this was probably slated for something else and ended up making it into the Mainline instead, is my assumption. Does debut in blue, looks really, really good. Details in the front, there is your Mustang logo. The interior is chrome, is where you get the chrome bumpers from, chrome trim on the bottom. So just clever packaging of the casting itself. Details in the back, very, very Mustang, very fastback Mustang, looks good. Nothing particular on the side, just says Mustang right there, and then it does have the pony underneath it. Looks pretty good. Details on this side exactly the same, a little bit of print for the side marker light in the rear. Utilizes the tri-spokes, which is what most classic cars do. 1596 is the casting number, 1596. Brand spanking new 2025 Motil. So 1596. That is probably the highest man number we've seen in a while. So this was probably one of the last castings to really make it into a case assortment, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice, and it's a little bit better sized than the majority of the Mustangs, classic Mustangs that Matchbox been doing. They, Tyco era was way too big, and some of the early Mattel era was way too small. So it's like right in the middle. All right, next one up, 2016 Nissan Sentra, 91 of 125. Latest color for the Sentra right here in just solid black. This one had a broken blister right out of the case. So that is a common problem with Matchbox. It is unfortunate, but it is a common problem. Let's get this one out of here. There we go. There is our Sentra in solid black. Looks good with the 6 spokes on there. I personally like the small 6 spokes better than this 6-spoke wheel, but it's nice to see something different on the Sentra. So it has not seen those wheels on it just yet. It says Sentra on one side, says SR, and then Nissan right there on the plate. So a little bit of higher trim level this one's supposed to be. Details in the front and headlights look pretty good, pretty average for a Matchbox car. They're like a picture, but not like a picture of a realistic picture. It's difficult to explain. Everybody seems to do their light prints differently. This one looks pretty good. I actually kind of like that. It's not too bad. Just a little bit of a tan window on there, or tinted window, I should say. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. And this is one of the reasons why people like Matchbox. Matchbox makes real cars, real regular cars. So throw that guy up there. All right, brand spanking new casting, yet another one. 32 of 125. 2024 Range Rover PHEV partial plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. Looks pretty good. This one in a champagne color. Brand spanking new casting. Nice to see Land Rover's relationship with Matchbox is still strong. Nice to see new ones coming down the pipeline. Utilize the big D10s on there, which is expected. The entire top of the casting is plastic. It's pretty straightforward. That includes the side mirrors, which I think is fine. I think it's a perfect break. The belt line looks really, really good as well. I mean, this casting looks very spot on, very, very appropriate. Does have a little bit of silver print there for that little design blade in the door. Unfortunately, there's no taillight print on there. I literally would have given up that little design there for some taillight prints, but the taillights on this new one are very, very small, very slim, but I still think they would have been, a good fit to the back here. There is a Land Rover logo embossed in the tailgate. It's not printed up, and then of course the plate, which is also not printed up. There is the fuel cap. Looks pretty decent, but this is where the majority of the prints are, right in the front. So again, looks like looks like almost like the 2D rendering of lights. I like it. I like these prints. I think they look good. The crispness of that grille looks very, very nice. There's even a little Land Rover logo right there by the driver's side headlight. Very, very small, but it's there. That's very, very, very cool. Very nice attention to detail. This casting's really nice. It's sizable too, just like it should be. Base details right there, 1518 for this brand spanking new man number 1518. I'm digging it. Looks really, really good. Looks really, really good. I can't wait till we get some more decos on that one. I think champagne's a good color to start with, though. All right, BMW 21 of 125. This is your BMW 1M in white. So looking very, very good. Very, very good. We got a new BMW in the A case earlier this year, the M2. So nice to see that we're getting multi BMWs going. This casting's been around for a little bit. Looks good with the 5 spokes, though. This one is a really, really nice pearl white. Looks fantastic. Looks really, really good. Prints on the back says BMW 1M. It's got your M colors on the deck lid. Taillight prints look good. Really, really, really good. Nice and crisp. Headlight prints look fantastic. They're almost perfect. BMW 1M on the front plate as well. And then, of course, you do get the BMW logo on the hood. Looks really good. This one is fantastic. The prints are just so good. There is the opposite side. Really good casting. It's really good casting. They've done a premium version of this casting way back in the day, and it was not very good. The deco was good, but it used like off-roady kind of tires because that's all Matchbox had at the time, and it just wasn't good. So maybe we're due for another M2 in premium, maybe. All right, another brand new casting. Of course, this is the last mix of the year. They always have tons of new castings in them. 105 of 125. Your 2025 Polaris RZR Pro R4 Sport. It's a pretty sizable looking casting too. So basically the 4-seater side-by-side UTV, I guess what they call these, ultimate terrain vehicle. Looks pretty good. Does have RZR right there. Pro R on there. Of course, Matchbox throwing their own little logo up there. I think the COG off-road wheels look fine. They look fine. They look maybe a little bit small. Maybe a little bit not as beefy. Maybe a little bit more, needs a little bit more tire, a little bit more less wheel, maybe to look right. I don't know. You guys can let me know if you agree with that or not. But it's a good casting. The roll bar looks pretty good. The details for the seats and everything look pretty good in there. I think they did a fantastic job with the interior, considering we usually don't get very good interiors, but because this is so open, I think they realized people are going to be staring at that. There are prints in the front. Headlights look pretty good. A little bit of outline for the grille as well. But there's no prints on the back, no taillights, nothing like that. It's pretty good. It's a pretty decent one. There is the base deeds. 1500 on the dot. MB 1500 for your new man number on the dot. So that one's pretty cool. Not exactly a fancy one, I guess, for a new man number, but yeah, it is what it is. So we'll throw that guy right down in the bottom. Like I said, it's a pretty sizable casting. Gonna drive me nuts. You can see what size it is compared to that Land Rover. All right, another brand new casting right here. Finally, something new from the Scania department. This is your XT fire truck, looking absolutely fantastic. The card art is obviously the best part. The card art is so good. This one debuts with a generic deco. 58 of 125 is the number on this guy. So no licensed deco for this one, but I can tell you that this casting will be in the 2026 A case as well in a new deco. So if you don't like this deco, we have one coming around the corner, not that far away. Details in the front looks pretty good, full details and stuff like that. The headlights and stuff are part of the base, so there's no additional prints for that, but the rest of it looks pretty good. Details on the side, Matchbox Fire Department. This casting's a little bit on the smaller side, but they have to do that in order to make it fit in the blister. So just like the P360 that they did, they have to make it fit. So they do their best to make it fit. Although I kind of wish they would have done, this in the real working rigs line and maybe gave it some functionality or something. But we'll take it in the basic range. I think it's fine. I think we needed new fire trucks, and I think Euro fire trucks is definitely the way to go right now. So it actually is the P420XT 4x2 to be specific, and then there is your new man number. MB1506 is your brand spanking new man number. Looks good. Looks good. This is all black, by the way. Part you see in here, that's not part of the clear window. It's part of the black interior, so you don't have to worry about trying to see through that or anything like that. But it's good. It's good. So I'll throw that guy on there. We'll try to keep some symmetry going on. All right, last brand new casting in the mix, 2025, 31 of 125. This is your brand spanking new 2024 Subaru WRX S4 STI. Again, mine came with a broken blister. No big deal. Card art looks good. Looks good. I think this was an inevitable choice for Matchbox. I think having the WRX as a Matchbox is natural. Feels natural to me. So we'll take a look at this on the side. Now, it doesn't have all that body cladding on the side around the... I mean, it does. So if you look at the casting, it does have the body cladding in there. But it's not printed up. So it's just body color, which is fine. I don't think it really matters. But I like that they have the option in there that they could either print that up or just leave it with a solid color. So it gives us some options. Details in the back. Of course, it says STI Subaru on one side. It says WRX S4 on the other side. It says 3.0 liter on the plate. And it is Matchbox Subaru. So Matchbox is like maybe the county or the state, and Subaru is the opposite. So it's kind of cool. It's a very busy plate. Subaru symbol on the top of the deck lid looks very, very good as well. I think this casting looks fantastic. Just the overall proportions look very good. Prints in the front. There is your Subaru logo in the grille. Does have STI in there, and then the headlights look fantastic. I think they did a really, really good job with the headlight prints. This one's really, 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 really nice. It is right-hand drive as well, so hopefully there are no variations, although I'm not sure if we get the S4 in the U.S. or not. I guess we'll have to find out. If we do get the S4 in the U.S., this might have an interior to it. 1508 is the number. 1508 is the brand new number. This did come 2 per case, but I hooked a friend up with my second one, so unfortunately I wouldn't be able to tell you if there's a interior variation, or I would even have one to check out. So I do apologize. That should be easily part of a batch review. Now, we do have one last model in this batch review that's really not part of 2025. Now, we've done a previous batch where we did the Indiana Jones Auburn. We now have the Harry Potter Anglia. This is number 42 of 1 in 25. However, 42 of 125 has already been released this year. It was the Tesla Model S in blue. So this one is not part of the 2025 series. Everything you see right here completes the 125 series. All 125 have been released as of the viewing and completion of the models you see on screen. This particular one is just a bonus. Along with the Auburn, they are both just bonus fillers for the year. They are not actually part of the 2025 lineup. So, one of the things that I questioned last year when we were doing batch reviews is how they would handle that Auburn and how they would handle the Anglia. And it looks like every year we'll just get new card art and the exact same model re-released every single year, which is a bummer. So nothing new on this one. It is the exact same Ford Anglia we have seen before, with the little rust spots on it and all that good stuff like that, in the same powder blue. Does have a nice matte finish to it. Looks pretty decent. Details on the front. Headlights look good. Printed up. A little bit of paint on the bumper. No big deal. And then details in the back. So taillights done up, plate done up. It's good. It's good. I mean, it gets 4-sided tampo, which is nice. But unfortunately, because this is actually licensed from Warner Brothers, I guess that is. We're probably never going to get this chassis with another deco on it. And what they should have done is they should have just licensed the Anglia and then licensed the Harry Potter deco to put on it. That way they could use the casting for whatever they want. But because they licensed this as Harry Potter, as a collector and as a marketing standpoint, it's narrowed down to this is what you get. This little bit right here, this little cube right here, is all you can do for marketing for that model. So anyways, that is the last batch review for 2025. Nice to finish that up. Nice that we got all 125 models. I can confirm to you for sure, no models are omitted from the mix this year. Nothing carries over to the 2026 A case unless it's just a rehash or recarry over from this case. But there's nothing debuting in the 2026 case. So all 2025 is out. Very good. Thank you, Mattel, for that. Love everything that we've gotten this year. 2025 has been a great, great, great year. And we're going to move on to 2026. So thank you very much. We'll catch you on 2026 batch reviews here on LMD. Peace.